Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the channel. Just a quick sound check, make sure it's all working good. Awesome. I'm glad the sound's working okay. I'm having some sort of flicker issue with my monitor, so let me just check it. Hi Happy Camper, hi Epic Zeus, and hi Piper. And I said hi to Scott already. I am talking Piper, so hopefully you can hear me. Good, good. So, we are in Zurich. Not Zurich, sorry. Innsbruck. So this is payware scenery, as you can see. It's a little bit better than default scenery that you get. And I thought I'd fly with the 330, the JAR 330 Airbus. I really love this plane. I've flown it quite a lot recently. It's just brilliant. So let's just get it started. I think we can just leave that.
Not enough fuel, sir.
Okay. I've not used this this instrument before, so I'm just playing with it. So let me just. Looks like there's a traffic jam there. Someone screwed up. Okay, let's drive all the way. Hi Paul, welcome to the channel. Okay, sorry, I've got a few things to sort out on my end. Hi James, glad you can make it. James, so I got the circular runway from a chap on Facebook, on one of the Facebook groups. I did actually mention his name at the bottom of the video, or in the description of the video, so you can check it out and you can find him. I think it was in Facebook group, the NG one, New Generation, Explain New Generation, or something like that. I have had a lot of comments, people asking if I can share it, but you know, I need his permission really. But if you can ask him yourself, I'm sure he wouldn't mind.
Flaps 1. Flaps 0.
So I'm not sure what's going on here because normally in the stream I have it sort of, there's like a small button at the bottom here which allows me to do a quick start, but that option, there we go. I don't think that's still the same thing actually. Yeah, so save a bit of time. Normally I just have it all ready. So let me just see if I can change the aircraft. So that's all should be.
Starting engine 1.
There we
Starting
go.
engine 2.
That's better. Guys, is the sound still okay, or is it too loud? The sounds on this is just amazing, it really is. All the switches just sound really good. Hi David, welcome to the stream. So I've seen a few people comment about the FPS issues. I've not really. I think I've noticed it a little bit in the last couple of updates, but it's a bit intermittent. I mean, you can see in this view here, yeah, I'm getting around top 40s, sometimes 50s. But with this payware scenery, as you can see, around the 40 mark. But once we take off, so let me just show you. Just change the time a little bit, make it a bit darker. And then once we take off, it's going to get lighter. But if I just come out a little bit, as you can see, maybe that's a little bit too dark. There we go. So around 45 FPS. Yeah, so it's varying for me really. See that view there, getting top 30s, but it does fluctuate quite a lot. Hi Wayne, and hi Ryan. Welcome all to the channel. I can't remember if I've ever, and hi Jake, and hi El Salmarum. Yeah, I can't remember if I ever flew the 330 in the stream, but
Park brake off.
I'm sure you guys don't mind anyway. What I like about it, so it's, I mean, if for those of you who have the Airbus 320, the JAR 320, I'd say the quality's the same. Maybe this one's a little bit better, I would say. But what I really like about this 330, it just really feels big and heavy. It's just really cool to fly. So I don't know if any of you guys on, I think some of you are on the Facebook groups, the Explain Facebook groups.
Flaps 1. Flaps 2.
So I've posted a link which sorts out the lighting in the cockpit and the shadows. You can see it's just a little bit better. There is another fix for these jaggedy lines with the shadows, which you get on inside and outside as well. You won't be able to see it. You can just about make it out there. So there is a fix for that, which I haven't got around to applying, but the results look pretty good, to be fair. No, I haven't got the 1080 Ti just yet. Quite a few people have started to get it, so I decided to just hold off a little bit and see how other people's experiences. Because from some of the comments that I've seen, apparently it doesn't really make much of a difference, which doesn't surprise me too much really, because when I've checked the performance of my graphics card, it's not completely being used, which is a bit bizarre and explain. It's very CPU dependent, which I'm sure a lot of you know that already. I haven't got a specific flight plan for this, but we'll just take off and see where we end up. No, but I really like this plane. It's brilliant. It's really, really good. What we'll probably do is just fly. We'll fly east, because I think Geneva is about 200 miles. In fact, we can just quickly put it in, can't we? Just get the iCal for that. It's Lima Sierra Golf Golf. Lima Sierra Golf Golf. Let's do that, and then this is definitely how you do the FMS, guys. Only if you're in a rush. So just do this 26. And then, just so we know where we're going, probably can't delete this one, discontinuity, so that's fine. Okay, let's have a look, see if we've got some sort of route here. Nope, not yet. I noticed that it did this recently, but once I took off, it came up. But we can sort it out once we're in the air anyway. So, let's have a look. There's quite a lot of comments, guys, so just before I take off, I'm just going to catch up. Yeah, so it's a cool, so that's Scott. So yeah, it's a pretty cool payware scenery. Just give you a quick look around. So it's pretty detailed, as you can see. I like the look of it. I think I got it when it was like on offer, $15 or $12 or something. And I thought I'd get it because I do like flying out of here quite a lot. Of course, I've got the ortho scenery here, which you'll see when I take off. I don't have it quite all the way through to Geneva, but we should still have a pretty cool view once we take off. Hi Jake. So what graphics do I use? GTX 1080. That's interesting. You really didn't need to pay to highlight your comment. I try and answer most of the comments. Thank you anyway. Hi Martin. Evening. Hi Rafiq, I think you're new to the channel. Welcome. Wayne, which video? Hong Kong to Kai Tak. Yeah, Epic Zeus. I was wondering where Wayne's videos are, streams. It's been a while, Wayne. What's going on? I guess you're busy with your work and whatever. How's the sim training going, by the way? Right, I'm just gonna quickly take off, and then we can have a chat once we're up in the air. I think we're all good. Doesn't matter. It's not too serious.
Flaps 3.
Excuse me. So
Power set.
I'd apply one more notch of flaps because this beast is pretty heavy. We should be okay. Famous last words. You can just about see the end of the runway now. There you go. We're good, guys. We're good. I've got it under control, I think. Yep. That was close.
Gear up. Flaps 2.
Too low, gear. Too low, gear.
Yeah. So I think someone asked if they're updating this. So they're currently they've done a beta version of the 330 and 320. So yeah, now X-Plane 11 is pretty much released. It's release candidate 1. So we're pretty much there.
Flaps 1.
So now
Need
I'm
to
sure
check
all the
if everything is
companies
okay with the
that make all the add-ons, the payware add-ons, will start completing their products and updating them and what have you. So that'll be good.
flaps 0.
Okay, sorry, I'm just trying to concentrate on what I'm doing here. I'll be back to the chat in just a second. Trying to just get over this terrain. So as you can see, the shadows, this is what I was talking about earlier. The aircraft by default is a little bit too light and the shadows don't look too great. So there's a small script that you can apply which fixes that. Seems to have done a pretty good job of it, to be fair. Okay, so I'm just going to get this to
Autopilot 1, cross-check.
line. There we go. We should be flying over the terrain in just a second. So, for those of you new to the stream or new to the channel, I'm using something called Author XP for my scenery. So basically, it's I've downloaded Bing Maps photo scenery. That's why it looks quite realistic. Also hitting a bit of turbulence over those ridges. Wayne, the only video I've seen was the review of the yoke. I've not seen any other videos.
2,500.
Okay, I'm gonna get it to climb a bit higher now. Hi Osama, good to have you on the channel. Thanks for joining. So for those of you who don't know who Q8 Pilot is, which I'll be very surprised, I think most of you will know who he is. Brilliant YouTuber also. Does a lot of awesome videos, a lot of sort of guides and tutorials on how to install things on X-Plane and other sims. So we're doing a collaboration soon, which will be really cool. So we'll let you know more details about it once we've planned it. So one of the things that's in the pipeline, hopefully, it'll be a little bit like cockpit sharing. We're just testing the idea at the minute, but as I say, I'll let you know more details once it's all sorted. But we're working on a couple of other things like giveaways and that sort of thing. So if you haven't subscribed to his channel, please go ahead and subscribe to it. So it's Q8 Pilot. We also have Wayne, Luna's World. He's also a great YouTuber. He does mainly X-Plane videos like myself. Go ahead and subscribe to his channel. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, obviously I'll appreciate that too. So I can keep you posted on new developments. I'm just going to make it a little bit lighter, guys, so you can appreciate the scenery. It's a little bit dark. There we go. It should be a little bit better. Just going to do a left turn here. Yeah, same here, Epic Zeus. The citation that Laminar Research promised, so that's not going to be due just yet. It's sometime after release, but I think they teased everyone with it to begin with, very earlier on. But I'm pretty sure they'll still do it. They just need to focus on getting this the X-Plane, making sure it's all working correctly. I'm sure they had a lot of bugs filed and thanks, Wayne. Thanks for joining. Hope to see you on the stream soon. So this, so as you can see, 217 nautical miles away. Not sure yet whether I'll actually fly all the entire distance. Probably going to be a little bit boring for you guys, so happy to we'll fly around here for a little bit and then we can see if anyone else wants to see something specific. What we could probably do is head towards let's have a look. Lima Oscar Whiskey Zulu. Why not? Hi Martin, and hi JW. see you guys. So, what do you think of the scenery, guys? Looks good, doesn't it? Not too bad on the frames either, considering I'm streaming. I normally lose sometimes between 10 and 15 frames whilst so not bad going, I'd say. It's definitely been worse in early base versions, sort of 30s and whatever, late 20s sometimes. It's looking good. Can I show the passenger cabin? I can. Let's just work out how to unlock it. I think it's up here actually. Although it may not need unlocking. Just check. By so many different planes, I often forget where it could be down. It's at the bottom. It's got the may already be unlocked actually. Maybe it's not simulated in this. Oh, then again. See if we can go through it. Ah, there we go. There we go. So that's the first class cabin, I guess, or business class. Probably more first class, I would say. There we go. Pretty good views from here. There's economy. It's pretty good. Too bad, is it? It's a bit empty. But that's a pretty cool view. I'm going to save that. There you go. So for those of you who don't know, you can save view. So once you move around the cabin or whatever, wherever you like, to save view, you just simply hold Control on the keyboard and then press one of the num-lock keys. So I've just clicked on Control and then number 6. So if I click 0, it takes me back to the cockpit. If I click 6, it takes me back to that point. And I've programmed this view, that view, and that view. And you can also program other views inside the cockpit as well, so you can see, I can flick through between those two. So that's pretty easy to do. My voice still quiet, is it, guys? Or is it okay? Hi Raza, welcome to the channel. Hi Cappuccino, welcome to the channel. Yes, it is 3:30. And hi Federico, welcome to the channel. And hi Mayday, good to have you back. Already so can't see it down there. So, for weather, Byron, if you were wondering. Okay, let me see if I can do something about the voice sound. How about now, guys? Is that better? Let me know if the sound's a bit clearer now. I wonder if it's because, so when I'm in the outside view, the sound of the aircraft is probably a little bit too loud. But I'm going to try and readjust it again. There we go. So hopefully that might be a little bit better again. So just let me know. So here's this shadow that I told you about in action. So it's sorted out all the lighting, so as you can see where it's brighter and darker. The only fix that I need to do is, as you can see, the jagged lines. There is a fix for that. I just haven't gotten around to doing it. You can notice those lines on the outside too. See, horrible jagged lines. Does it sound much better for you guys now? What I thought I'd do, I thought I'd head back to where we took off from, because I thought I will change the aircraft. Change the aircraft back to something a little bit smaller, so we can fly around the scenery. It'd be a shame to leave this. Yeah, most likely, Ryan. I think you're right. I think it's the sound of the engines out. When I look at the outside view, it drowns my sound. But is it better now, guys? What I'll try and do, as soon as I go on outside view, I shut up. Now, isn't that a pretty damn good view? Hi, man like Matt. Welcome to the channel. I think you're new to this channel too. There are rumours, maybe. Personally, I don't think it will. A lot of the dates that they've missed, mostly because they keep coming across new problems that people are posting. Having said that, it is what I'm flying in here is release candidate 1, so you never know. The shadow fix is actually a freeware, and the same goes not just with the shadow inside the cockpit that I showed you, but also with the jagged lines that you get on the shadows, all freeware. This is a good thing about X-Plane. See, this is what I'm talking about? All this weird jagged lines, especially here. So there's a script to fix that. So what I'm probably going to do, depends if any of you are really interested in it, or enough of you are interested for me to do it. I can do a very quick tutorial video on how to fix these kind of issues. Yeah, Q&H, yeah.
After takeoff checklist completed. Standard Barrow cross
That's
check.
why he didn't do the checklist, because that triggers the checklist normally when you
Terrain.
when you do
Double
that.
sync. Too low. Gear. Too low.
Let's get it
Flaps.
to
Too low.
descend.
Terrain. Glide slope. Sync rate. Pull up. Terrain.
It sounds like
Double
it's doing a
sync.
test.
Too low. Gear. Too low. Flaps. Too low. Terrain.
It's going through all the...
Glide slope. Sync rate.
I wonder if that
Pull
actually...
up.
So that's normally a test
Terrain,
in Airbus when
terrain.
you,
Double
it's going
sync.
through all the
Too
warning
low.
signs.
Gear. Too low. Flaps. Too low.
Surely
Terrain.
that's not what triggered it.
Glide slope. Sync rate.
Okay, hopefully it should shut up now. It's more like it. So I'm just going to look at the map and see where we are. Okay, so... need to... I think it's around here, yeah. So bearing, okay, so we're 43 nautical miles, so need to start descending now, really. Good, good. Hi, Naz plays games. No, I'm not in London. I'm actually in London tomorrow, so I will not be streaming tomorrow. But I should be streaming again on Friday. Okay, well, I could quite easily do a video showing you how to fix all these little things. It's not, I'm not a genius or anything, by the way, guys. I just, you know, I'm a member of a lot of Facebook groups and on Reddit, so I see a lot of other clever guys sharing useful information, and I try and share it as well, because a lot of you would benefit from it. So as you can see, considering I'm streaming, I'm still managing mid to top end 40 FPS, which is pretty good. When I look down, it's almost 60 FPS. So, as I say, I lose between 10 and 15 FPS when I'm streaming. So it's not bad going. Yeah, Paul, that's what it seemed like. It was like an invisible mountain. I was starting to have my doubts. I think the airplane had a little bit of a moment then, freaking out. So, I'm going to leave the decision what GA aircraft I'm going to fly next to you guys. So, go ahead and type what you would like me to fly next once we land. Hopefully it's something I have in my hangar. But yeah, go ahead and make suggestions. Paul, my PC specs. So I'm running, it's an i7 4790K, if that means anything to anyone. I'm sure it does. I'm running at 4.8 gigahertz. Just over a month ago I was running at 4.6 and I thought, what the hell, let's turn it up a notch. And I've been on 4.8 since, and it's not, I did try 4.9, it didn't like it, but 4.8 seems to be quite stable, to be fair. And I've got 16 gig of RAM. There's a big debate online, by the way, about the RAM. A lot of people, I see a lot of people say, oh, you definitely need 32 gigabytes of RAM. I'm telling you right now, I've never ever struggled with memory. 16 has always been more than enough, even with all the photo scenery that I have running here. If we can go outside a little bit, there we go. Yeah, even with all this scenery, I've not needed more RAM. And of course I have the GTX 1080, which is a beast of a card. I was planning to get the TI soon, but as I say, I've seen some comments. Apparently there's not much of a gain in X-Plane, but with other games apparently it's very noticeable. So I'm going to wait a little bit. What would really be ideal is if X-Plane supports SLE. So if it did, then I would get 2 GTX TIs, and that would be amazing. But I don't think that's. I don't think it works in X-Plane.
Spoilers full.
No, I know for sure it doesn't. It's just pointless, really. I need this to descend a bit quicker, so I'm just applying spoilers. Martin, so if you're referring to the photo scenery, then you can actually download the whole world if you wanted to, but you will need a lot of storage. I have south of the UK all the way up through to Birmingham, if you know the UK, and I have quite a big area here in Switzerland, and I also have a couple of areas like Courchevel and can't remember where else. So not, I wouldn't say huge amounts of scenery, but my X-Plane folder is around 300 gig already. Recently on one of the Facebook posts I noticed someone downloaded the whole of the UK, and I think that was something like 300 just for the scenery. So yeah, good luck if you wanted to install the whole world. Hi Ved, welcome to the channel. Good to see you. So guys, Ved's the guy to speak to about fixing, so I'll probably get his help actually, if he hasn't already created a video. He has a channel himself, I think he's just started. He's created a video on how to fix
Need to check
a few of
sir, if
the
everything
rendering
is okay with the
issues.
light.
Ved, have you done a video on how to fix the shadows? Because I asked you for advice about that yesterday. I haven't got around to doing it. Will you do a video? There we go, happy camper, 8 gigs, and you've not needed really anything more. Federico, yes, it is author for XP. That's how. So for those of you who don't know what that is, it's a tool which allows you to download Bing or Google imagery. It's very clever stuff, but as you can see, you can get your scenery looking pretty damn good. Okay, I'm nowhere near in a position to land on this runway, so I'm probably gonna land on 08. So I'm gonna go and do 180 turn and come back on myself. Can't promise this is going to be a successful landing. That's cool, Martin. I've not tried that. Scott, actually, it was zoom level 17 for the whole of the UK. It was either 280 gig or 380s. Most likely it's 380. I honestly can't remember. They're using an NDoc2 drive. Honestly, I don't know what that means. Mayday. Be interested to know. Is that the thing that supersedes SSD? As I told you guys, I don't claim to be an expert. I'm still learning a lot of things. There's the airport. Just out of the wing. Aha, M2. So yeah, I think that is the new hard drive, isn't it? Technology. So what's the MSI GTX 780? Is that the? Are you referring to the display driver?
Flaps 1.
So this is one of the approaches they do into Innsbruck, for those of you that don't know. It's quite a tricky approach. Just gonna make a turn. Final turn. In fact, what I'm going to do, I'm going to fly this manually.
1,000.
So excuse me if I'm not reading your messages, I will come back to it. I just need to try and land this safely now.
Flaps 2. Flaps 3. Gear down.
How are we doing? I think we're getting quite close to the ground now. Let's bring the spoilers in. Probably turned a little bit too late. It's okay. We got it under control.
Flaps full.
Five hundred.
We're looking okay here. Maybe a little bit. I think we're okay. We're not too high or low.
400.
Need to try and make this a good landing so we can it'll be worthwhile watching a replay.
300 above.
This thing tends to pitch down as I get close to the runway. I have no idea why.
200.
But you'll see shortly what I mean.
100.
Sink
There we
rate.
go. See,
Sink
did it
rate.
then.
50,
Sink
40,
rate.
30,
Sink
20,
rate.
10, 5.
Spoilers
And
full.
also noticed in the final last update, he noticed that there was no sound when I touched down, and the reverse sound was delayed too. So I think they'll fix in the updates of these of this JAR 330, hopefully.
Next landing should be good.
Next landing should be
Flaps
good.
two,
That basically means
flaps
my landing
zero.
was crap. Shit. Thanks. Didn't look too bad to me, but I guess we need to see it on replay and see how bad it really was. Yeah, there is definitely a few issues with this aircraft. Nothing too major, but the pitch down on landing, that's definitely a problem that we need to sort out. Also, the sound's a little bit messed up. And as if you remember when we were flying earlier, just went crazy with all the call-outs. Maybe in myself when maybe one of these buttons actually. Normally,
Pull up.
that's probably what it was.
Terrain.
I think
Terrain.
I probably clicked that by
The whole
accident.
sink. Too low. Gear.
Sorry guys.
Too low. Flaps. Too low. Terrain. Glide slope. Sink rate. Pull up. Terrain. Terrain.
Let
The
it
whole
do its
sink.
thing.
Too low. Gear. Too low. Flaps. Too low. Terrain. Glide slope. Sink rate. Pull up. Terrain. Terrain. The whole sink. Too low. Gear. Too low. Flaps. Too low. Terrain. Glide slope.
Yeah, I get it.
Sink rate. Pull up. Terrain. Terrain. The whole sink. Too low. Gear. Too low. Flaps. Too low.
Are we
Terrain.
nearly done yet?
Glide slope.
Come
Sink
on.
rate. Pull up. Terrain. Terrain. The whole sink. Too low. Gear.
So I think we're done, guys. Peace. quite like this view when I'm taxiing back in. So notice as the plane gets closer, you can see the reflections on the fuselage. It's pretty good. Oh, okay, Drug, thanks. You can see the reflection of the taxi lines. Just make it out right there. There we go. So let's quickly have a look at the replay, and I'll catch up on your messages.
400.
Speed.
Gear up.
Speed.
Flaps 0.
There we go. So we'll do a couple
Flaps
of different
1.
views. Maybe this a little bit too far back. That's what I like about X-Plane. You can, the replay is very very fluid, so you can
1000.
speed it up very easily and go back and what have you.
Flaps 3. Gear down.
Again, a couple of
Speed.
issues with
Speed.
flat
Speed.
replay and X-Plane. So you can see all this, the ground scenery and everything just comes to a halt, which is not ideal when you're trying to make videos, especially when I'm trying to do YouTube videos. I would like that actually still moving, but I don't know if there's a fix out there for it or not.
500. 400. 300 above.
So I haven't actually got the scenery autogen turned up to the max. If it was, all this area here would be
200.
full of buildings. I'd turn it down a notch when I'm streaming.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5.
Oh, okay, I mean, it wasn't the hardest of landings. Yeah, it bounced a little bit. That's probably what he was referring to. I think it was not too bad. Quite like
10,
that.
50, 100,
Speed.
200.
Speed.
Okay, let's see it from a different angle now.
One hundred. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5.
Yeah, it's definitely bouncy. It's not a good landing. It wasn't hard, but it's not a good landing, to be fair. Just do one more time.
10, 50, 100,
Speed.
200.
Speed.
100 above. 100 above.
Thanks, JW. Thanks for joining. Hope to
200.
see you again soon.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5.
Yeah. So whilst I'm playing around with this, I want to take this opportunity to thank James Randall. He's my moderator on the channel. He does a great job for
Next
Wayne
landing
and
should be
myself.
good, sir.
Flaps
Looking after
2.
us.
Flaps 0.
Because it's hard sometimes, especially when there's quite a few of you in the chat, to be able to moderate and read all messages and whatever. But he's done a great job for us. So thank you, James. Right, so I didn't see enough suggestions with regards to the next aircraft to fly. So guys, come on. What do you want me to fly next? Might probably help if I showed you my aircraft list. So what have we got? Some of the older stuff. We've got a Challenger 300 private jet, the A42 Twin Star. I've got a new DH3 Otter, if you want to see that. Airbus 350, the JAR 330, 320. This 320 is the beta version, and of course I've got the 777 as well. So what do you guys fancy? And do you want me to change the location too? If anyone wants to see a specific location, I'm happy to give it a whirl. I don't actually have a Piper Happy Camper, I'm afraid. DH3 I do, yep, of course. 737. So a few of you want that. So what we could do, okay, because James has done a great job as usual, I'm going to go for his suggestion with regards to location. So we're going Leicester, and we're going to go for the 737 first, and I'm going to do the Otter as per Happy Camper's suggestion, and Scott. Hi, Wig. Yes, I do have quite a few payware aircraft, as you can see. The 777. This thing is a beauty. Back to list. Got the 320, which is currently in beta version. It's not the final version. The 330. So, by the way, if you go to the JAR forum, JAR design forum, there's a section on there called liveries, so you can get all these cool liveries on there. Not sure why that's not working, but there we go. Airbus 350. This is a beast. What else? Of course, default 737. I got them. I haven't flown this in a while. Absolutely love it. The flight factor 757, and the 767 as well. But last time I tried it in the updates and explained, it didn't work very well. So I'm just waiting for updates. And the other payware I have is this Otter here, which comes in a sort of like a float variant, ski variant, and wheel. So I can do that after this. And I've got a Eurofighter as well, which is a freeware. So if anyone's interested to see that, happy to try that too. And then finally I've got the Challenger 300. Lots of different liveries for that. This is a pretty cool jet. And the DA42. Again, lots of different liveries for that, or skins, whatever you want to call it. And the IXEG 737. This jet is amazing, but it's also not working. As you can see, the lighting and stuff is not working very well in X-Plane 11. So hopefully they'll release an update for that too. So let's go for 737 at Leicester. Now, I'm pretty sure I don't have the ortho scenery for Leicester, I'm afraid, James. I haven't gone that far north. And it seems one of those things have crashed with the sim. So it's definitely not fully optimized, I would say. I've had a couple of issues, to be fair, but it won't take long to get back into it. So Wig is new to the channel, I believe. The Toboggaman, welcome. Yes, it was the JAR Design 330. Hi Leon, welcome to the channel. I'm not sure, last time I did Amsterdam Schiphol, there was no 3D buildings in X-Plane 11, so I don't know whether they fixed that or not. Does anyone know? And hi Mr. Fairy Cake. Ah, okay, James, are you saying the 737 won't take off from Leicester? Is that a challenge? Hi JD Mods, welcome to the channel. And hi, Jesper. They have, you'll be pleased to know, they fixed the Halo, the banding, lots of different names out there for it. Yep, that's no longer there. And you'll be pleased to know you can see the stars and the moon. And I can show you that in a sec if anyone's interested to see. So James, are you that certain that's not gonna? I'm not gonna take off in the 737? Because now I feel like a daredevil. I feel like I need to prove you wrong. When am I gonna land on the circular runway again? Gosh, that stirred up a lot of trouble for me. A lot of people were, a lot of the comments were, they were almost commenting to say that, you know, how can I put it? Like, it was almost like I came up with the idea, and I was, for whatever reason, I was suggesting it was a good idea. For the record, it is a terrible idea, circular runway, and it will, in my opinion, won't work. But I saw on, it was trending on the news, and I thought I'd do a video of it, and it went a bit mad. I think I had something like 30,000 views in 24 hours or something, 48 hours. I don't know how many views it has now, but there we go, 59,000 views. So, we are in Leicester. Not sure what's going on with the trees. Wow, something's up with this scenery. Excuse me. Okay, I do have ortho. That's interesting. Wow, how about that? So that's lucky for you, James. The ortho scenery, as you can see, ends right there. This is the furthest north I've got. It's Leicester. So guys, here's the difference between default explain textures and Bing Maps photo scenery with 3D objects, of course. So big difference, as you can see. And personally, I prefer flying in this. So James, this runway. You know what? I think I can do it. I'm gonna attempt it. Just to save me taxiing, I'm gonna just dump it. Just dump it right there. Probably quicker doing it that way. Whoa, there's a bit of a slope. I'm not making excuses, but there is a bit of a slope. Let's go flaps 15, I think. Get everything I can get. I'm going to go full throttle with the brakes on. Let's do this. I believe in myself. Okay, here we go. Let's go full throttle. Yeah, hit that like button before we crash. Come on, we can do this. Easy. Come on, James. I know that I'm going to do this. There's quite a bit of a slope here. There we go. So you probably saw, yeah, it's created quite a lot of dust behind there. You probably saw it first here, guys. 737 taking off at Leicester. How about that? Exactly, the only way to find out is by actually trying it. I don't really apply that analogy in real life. Not in this kind of thing, but yeah, we're in a sim, so I was willing to take the risk. Can I try it at night? Yes, I can. I did promise to show you. Actually, just before I do that, there's a couple of things I need to switch off here. So as you can see, I'd probably gain a few FPS if I was to just make sure the airplane's not going to stall. So I've got SkyMax Pro enabled, X-Enviro, X-Camera, so that's without. So as you can see, I do gain a little bit of FPS when I don't have X-Enviro enabled. They need to update it because it's not optimized really for this, but as you can see, I lose a little bit when I have it on. But the thing is, it looks so good, X-Enviro, so I normally just leave it on. It's not too much of a hit. So James, tell us, there seems to be a big runway there, some sort of airport. What is that there? Why couldn't I take off from that runway? What is that? I'm curious. I guess that's Runningsthorpe. Is that military? Yeah, most likely it is, isn't it? Anyway, it's all good. Still managed to take off. So yeah, you want to see it at night. Let's have a look. So that's Jesper, who wants to see the scenery at night. So let me just change it. I'll do it just before it's completely dark so you can see something. So this is the thing about X-Enviro, it does the skies brilliantly. And the haze and everything, it just looks brilliant. There's a big airport there, let's head towards there and land. Hi Ruben, welcome to the channel. Good to see you again. Federico, I think that was, wasn't it a Southwest in the US? I think, I can't remember if it was near Seattle or something. Yeah, they ended up landing at a nearby airport, which was a lot smaller. And they just managed to land just before they went off at the end of the runway. Into the highway, wasn't it, or something? I think I heard about that story. Yeah, so Martin, landing back at Leicester. Not sure I have the confidence to do that. Is that it there in the background? It can't be, can it? That small... No, it can't be. I think it was bigger than that. So, James, what's that airport I'm heading towards there? So the glitch with the map sometimes I get. If I open it, see, just it takes a while to correct itself. Where is this? Ah, East Midlands, okay. Interesting. So I must be heading south. Oh, I'm heading north. Wow, I did not know East Midlands is that far north. There we go. Well, let's land there anyway. What I can probably do is do an ILS landing. So just set it up. So the good thing about X-Plane, when you load the map, I'm sure I've mentioned this a few times before, you can click on ILS, click tune, does it for you. The only thing it doesn't do correctly, I noticed, is tune the course. You can see it's done 038 when it's supposed to be 090. But yeah, you can easily fix that. There we go. So hopefully that will come into play in just a second. Let's slow this beast down. By the way, in the last beta version of X-Plane, I noticed the 737 is really hard to slow down, even with full spoilers. So I've actually got the spoilers on max now, as you can see, and it's still very hard to slow down. Look, so I'm having to sort of pitch up. Okay, ILS is initiated. Let's pitch up and just let it slow down. So guys, what do you think of this lighting? Looks good, doesn't it? Hi William, good to have you back. So to change the time, it's L and K, but if you want to speed it up, if you hold Shift and then do K and L, it does it much quicker. You probably know that, but maybe you've got a genuine issue with it. Sorry, I don't mean to be patronising, just in case you didn't know that. So I think we're just going past East Midlands. We're going to land there, and then we can change the aircraft to the Otter. Hi, iSpace, sorry if I'm not pronouncing it correctly. If I'm honest, this is my favourite time of day to fly in X-Plane. It's just so good. Can you all see this okay, by the way? Because I worry sometimes when I'm doing it, when it's a little bit darker. I can make it a little bit lighter. There we go. Get the sun out a little bit. I worry that you guys can't see it very well, but even now, when the city lights are lit up, it just looks brilliant. So I'm going to fly it manually and get it on the ground. It's a really easy plane to fly, to be fair. There we go, the glide slope is active, so I'm just going to pitch up a little bit, otherwise I'm going to be too low for this approach. So if I've gone a little bit quiet, it's only because I'm trying to concentrate on this landing. So as you can see, the scenery, photo scenery, I'm using GB Pro 2 for autogen, which adds autogen on top of this lovely photo scenery. So it all looks pretty damn realistic. Okay, so as you can see, we're not far from the runway now. There we go. Yeah, as I said, there's quite a lot of rumours about it being X-Plane 11 launching tomorrow, but we'll see. There's no rush at the end of the day, as long as they do all the fixes and whatever. I'd rather them not rush. I think we can bring the undercarriage down now. I think we're good to land. There you go, how about that? does look very good, doesn't it? So you can see why I'm using X-Enviro. Just adds a lot to the realism, doesn't it? Ruben, I would love that yoke, but it sounds quite expensive for what it is. I noticed some time back, I saw on Reddit, I think, there's another yoke. I can't remember the name of it. I can try and find it. I think I shared it on the stream many months ago. I think it was I can't remember now, but it just looked really awesome, and it was only going to be $150 or something, and it looked really good. Obviously, well, I assume it's not going to be force feedback, otherwise it'd be a lot more expensive. But I'm hoping to do my private license this summer, so you know, I wouldn't waste money on a, I think it was £1,500 or £1,600 yoke. I'd rather put it towards my flying hours. Thank you for all of you that are new to the stream. Good to have you here. No doubt James is looking after you all. Sorry, as I say, I'm just quiet just as I'm trying to land this. I take it a little bit more seriously on the streams. Don't want to look stupid. I have no idea why you're to the right then. I slammed the brakes then. I wanted to make sure I made this exit. You see the cockpit shadows, guys? That little fix really has made quite a big difference in the lighting in here. It's brilliant. So, votes. Should we do a replay? I'll move on to the next aircraft. Go for it, guys. Yeah, so whilst you guys decide whether you want to see a replay, there is a 40-second delay, by the way, when you write a message, or so when I speak, there is a 45-second delay. It's not me being deliberately slow. It's a pretty cool view out there. Looks like we're on a little bit of a hill. Yep, so that's a unanimous decision. Let's do the replay. Probably need to go back to about here. So we'll do a couple of different views. Do this one first. James, I haven't set up the passenger view on this aircraft. Haven't had the chance to. I think I need X camera to be able to do it on this one. You can't move around in the cabin. Thank you, Peter. Hope to see you again soon. I felt like it was an okay landing. wasn't too bad, was it? So guys, how about rate the landing? 1 to 5, between 1 and 5. Give me feedback. And be honest. I can take it, don't worry. The only issue is when it yawed to the right like that. It's a bit annoying, but... Ah, wow, thank you, Ruben. That's so kind. A 4, yeah, I think it deserves a 4. Thank you, Ramathon. Welcome to the channel, by the way. Some of you are very kind, giving me a 6. 6 out of 5. Well, thank you very much. Thank you, guys. So, the next flight is going to be in Otter. This beautiful beast. So, I need you guys to select the next departure airport. So the first one, I'll go for it. Thank you, Fairy Cake. Yeah, let's not talk about the taxi turn off. Thank you, Wig, very kind. Oh my, Martin, Lukla, I'm pretty sure I don't actually have it. I will try, just to prove that I'm not lying. Or did I download it? I'm pretty sure I didn't, so it might tell me in a second that we're going to be on water. I was waiting for the final release before I downloaded some of the other continents, and I can't remember if I did this one or not, but I'm going to try anyway. Yeah, I think Federico is going to be a water departure. There we go, see. Unfortunately, I don't have it. Hopefully, as soon as I release it, I'm going to download the entire Earth, because I get so many requests for all sorts of places around the world. So it's only fair if I do that. So, I think the next one was Birmingham. So let's go for that. What else did we have? Junio, I think that's how you pronounce it. We can try that as the last destination before I end this stream. We got another half an hour or so. I'm enjoying this. It's good fun. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it too. Honduras, I don't think I have that either. St. Martin, I think I do have St. Martin. Thank you for joining, William. Yeah, don't miss work. And don't do what one of my other viewers did, was watching my stream whilst driving. Definitely don't do that. Hi Leon. So what's Whistler? Not heard of what's the iCow for Whistler? Jesper, it's difficult to say whether I'm getting FPS, an FPS gain in RC1. It seems the same, really. To be fair, I downloaded it just before I went into the stream, and I do lose between 10 and 15 frames in the stream, so it might be better. I mean, the frames have been pretty good in the stream, to be fair, so it might be good. Better, should I say. Stev, also the delay is, I guess it's a YouTube issue when streaming. This is not where I wanted to start, so let me just change that. This is a pretty big airport. So guys, for those of you who don't know, we're in Birmingham in the UK. So this is, believe it or not, this is a freeware scenery. This is not payware, and it looks amazing. It looks really good in my opinion. See, it's pretty detailed, and the city there in the distance you can see all the big buildings and what have you. So we'll take off and check around this area. It's pretty cool though, to be fair. Yeah, it's pretty decent for freeware, isn't it? So guys, this is the Otter. I'm not sure how well you can hear me whilst I'm in this view. So let's go back inside. Thank you guys for the feedback, I appreciate it. I'm glad you're enjoying the stream. I hope I'm not stopping you guys from going to sleep or going to work or whatever. This thing takes off really quick, as you can see. There's a 320 there. Hi Sandeep, welcome to the channel. I don't actually have India either, I'm afraid. As I say, hopefully I will soon. I'll have the rest of the world. Lawnmower with a wing on it. It's quite a powerful little thing, this, you know. Yeah, Martin, happy to do that. Order takeaways and I'll deliver them. I can do a drop from this aircraft. I might have... let's have a look actually. Yeah, I might end up eating some of it, can't promise. So this is Deliveroo by air. It wouldn't surprise me when, you know, if they do that soon. It really would not surprise me. Thank you, Happy Camper. Thanks for joining. Hope to see you again soon. Ryan, I do have an Emirates. I have the Emirates 330, which obviously doesn't exist in real life anymore. For those of you that don't know, I'm just going to make it a little bit lighter here. So Emirates only have 380s and 777s now. So they used to have, I think they even had 340s, 330s. Yeah, it's a pretty cool little aircraft this, I must admit. You guys have a couple of other views in here. So we're flying over the city of Birmingham. It's very populated, as you can see. This is the city centre right there. Just flying over it right now. There's the stadium, Birmingham City Football Club. And not too far is Aston Villa. I think it's over there, that way. And this is the shopping centre here called Bullring. It's a pretty cool shopping centre in Birmingham. Those of you who haven't been, live in the UK. I don't remember the windmills in Birmingham, so I don't know whether that's an error. You can just about make out the hills there in distance. So I live in between that hill and that hill, somewhere in that region there. So the county is Gloucestershire. I've got a pretty cool GA airport nearby. We can fly there in a second if you guys are interested to see it. Thank you, Leon. Thanks for joining. Hope to see you again soon. Glad you enjoyed it. Okay, so that's where I took off from, Birmingham International, right there in the distance. Zoom in on it, see it a bit better. That's what I really like about X-Plane. You can zoom in on things and it just gets clearer, not like FSX. It's just nothing. Still make out what's in the distance. So this is the cabin on this plane. Yeah, how about this? Oh, that's a cool view. I'm pretty sure this is not open. Well, I'd be surprised if it is. So what do you guys think? Does this look good? For those who haven't got X-Plane, have I convinced you to get it? Sandeep, I try and do these streams a few times a week. I'm on various Facebook groups and I always get asked by people when am I doing the next stream. So yeah, if you guys enjoy it, I don't mind doing them. I'm just going to link our Facebook channel, guys. For those of you who are new to this channel, go ahead and join the Facebook group. And for those of you who joined late, I'm sure a lot of you know Q8 Pilot, great YouTuber. There's a lot of flights and videos and what have you. So we're doing a collaboration soon. So if you want to know more about what we're doing, go ahead and join the Facebook group and also subscribe to my channel. We're going to do some giveaways. So my last giveaway was X-Plane 11 and it was at 1,000 subscribers. So no doubt I'll be doing another cool giveaway at 2,000 subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. You won't regret it. Yeah, Ruben, I think there's still a bit of work to do on the lighting, especially in the cockpit, different times of day. It's not too bad with X-Enviro, but if you see, if I disable X-Enviro, change the time, it goes as sort of like a, you just need to catch it, a very sort of yellowy colour. I'm not too keen on it really. Let's put it back on. I much prefer X-Enviro, the way it looks, the sky and the clouds. It just looks a lot more realistic. So to me that looks very realistic. Again, it could just be me, but good. Hi Philippe, thanks for joining us. I think there is a slight improvement in FPS. I was just saying a short while ago, I only really downloaded release candidate 1 just before I streamed, which was a bit risky, but it seems okay. The minute it only crashed once. But I'm getting around 40 FPS. Without streaming, I'll probably gain another 10 and 15 FPS, so I'd say it's pretty good. And hi Caballo, welcome to the channel. Sorry, I didn't understand the question. Okay, so how much? Okay, so I'm not sure on the price of X-Plane, to be honest. It was a while ago when I bought it. So Tabukman, sorry if I'm not pronouncing your names right. Yeah, I made the switch over 6 months ago, just before X-Plane 11 was released on beta, before they announced it. As it was basically when I got the GTX 1080, when I bought that, I decided to try X-Plane 10. I just felt P3D, even with the specs that I have, which is pretty powerful specs, even P3D wasn't really, it was struggling. And that's probably mainly because the code P3D and FSX is really not that great. But when I tried X-Plane 10, I was pleasantly surprised. And then when they announced 11, I went to an event here in the UK and met Austin Myers, the owner of X-Plane. I met one of the other developers, the main or lead developers, I guess, or designers. We asked them quite a lot of questions, and it sounded promising. Of course, then they released it, and I was blown away by it. And I've not looked back since. In fact, I deleted P3D and FSX Steam, and up until a couple of days ago, I completely deleted X-Plane 10 as well. It was taking up a lot of storage, so I deleted it. And I found that I wasn't really flying in it much, so I thought there was no point having it. And I do think Xenvar is a big part of it, although they've done a pretty good job, Laminar, with the default. I can show you, obviously, as it is, it's not good, so I often find if you add a bit of haze and that sort of thing, I think there is, let's see if the real weather is enabled. I'm not sure if there's much going on out there, but let's wait for it to download. Technically it should, you know, in terms of the weather, it should apply similar to what we just had in Xenvar. There we go. It's a bit hit and miss with the types of clouds. So some of the clouds in the default give me an FPS issue, performance issue, and sometimes it just doesn't look as good as Xenvar, if I'm honest. But it's definitely a lot better than what it used to be. I notice in Xenvar you can see there's a bit of turbulency in the default weather. I'm not getting much of it in Xenvar. But I figured out there's a slight issue. Excuse me. Notice how when I just loaded them X-Plane weather, default weather, or clouds should I say, the FPS didn't change, but now I've re-enabled Xenvar and notice what happened to my frames. It's dropped to 20. I did a bit of an experiment. I actually posted this on one of the Facebook groups and everyone thought it was quite interesting. When you load the X-Plane weather and then Xenvar, they actually load in together. So the for example, look here, just where I'm pointing my mouse. You can see the clouds, the X-Plane default clouds. If I enable Xenvar, this cloud's still there. So it's essentially loading two weather, or if that's what you call it, two applications. So hence why I'm getting a big drop in FPS. So the only way is to clear it. So I just do that. Make sure it's all gone. And there we go, we're back up to 30s and 40s FPS. So there's a little tip for you guys there. I'm wondering whether that's an XMVira issue or I really don't know. As you can see, I've just gained almost 20 FPS doing that. I don't know if many of you knew this problem or not. There we go. That might help you out. Hi Kevin, welcome to the channel. No idea when it's going to be released. So I think we're getting close, if I'm not mistaken, we're getting close to my local airport. Yes we are. So I'm going to go and land there and show you around. I'm going to probably make it daylight so you can see the scenery around here. It's pretty cool. That should be okay. So, what I'd like you guys to do in the chat, write what you currently fly, P3D, FSX, or X-Plane 10, or X-Plane 11. I'm curious to know what my followers or my viewers are using. I'm going to go quiet for a second whilst you guys write your messages. So far, I mean, a lot of you still on. Most of you are flying XP. Yeah, so most of you are on XP, and some of you are on FSX and P3D. That's cool. You know, there's nothing stopping anyone from flying different sims. Just for me, I was getting too frustrated with P3D. I found myself most of the time just trying to optimize it and not actually flying. It was just really annoying. Very rarely I'll be, well, almost never I would be optimizing X-Plane to that degree. It just does what I need it to do. So I need to slow this beast down now. This is the thing, I think James makes a good point. A lot of people who are on FSX or P3D, they've invested a lot, and I did, to be fair, back in the day. I invested a lot in add-ons and all sorts of things. there's a lot of people not so keen on getting rid of it just yet. But yeah, it was too annoying. I didn't care about that, to be honest. I just got rid of it. So Caballo, as you can see right now in the stream running around, it's averaging around 40 FPS, which I think is pretty good considering I'm streaming. As I say, without streaming right now I'll probably be getting around 55 FPS. And I have got GB Pro 2 Autogen enabled, and photo scenery as well, so there's quite a lot going on here. And you can see the cloud shadows, so you can see lights here, and then when I look towards the cloudy area it's all dark, so there's shadows enabled as well using X-Environment. So there's the airport, that's my local. This is hopefully where I'm going to be doing my PPL, private pilot license this summer. Or being well if I got time to do it because of work and what have you. But it's a really cool airport. I don't know, have any of you guys visited Gloucester? Hi Wayne. You know what, Wayne? Were you on the stream earlier? I'm starting to think someone was mimicking your account earlier. I'm pretty sure the person who was Luna's World earlier just seemed a little bit different. And yeah, just I have a feeling it wasn't you. Correct me if I'm wrong, but there we go, so we're just flying over it now. There's a railway track just there, you can just about see the trains. There's 2 trains heading this way, as you can see there. And then this is one of the major highways or motorways, the M5. It's always busy. Ah, see, I thought so. Well, whoever it was earlier fooled us all, and he was on about a video. It was, I think, I can't remember. Some of you guys probably remember something about a Hong Kong video, and I was certain it wasn't you, but I didn't want to say. I don't want to offend you. That's the thing. I think the picture was a little bit different, and that's what threw me off a little bit. That's why I thought to ask you now, because it just seemed a little bit odd, and the way you just came into the stream. So guys, yeah, I'm afraid this is the real Wayne, Luna's World. I asked you to go and subscribe to the other one. I hope none of you did. Personally, I think, you know, it depends. I did consider getting it from Steam, but I think you have more freedom with installation. I'm not mistaken if it's not in Steam. But some of the guys in the chat will probably be better to advise you on that. I certainly didn't get it from Steam. Well, Wayne, what I suggest is don't do anything about it yet. I'm sure that person will probably turn up in, unless they're probably still watching this and listening to what I'm saying. Wait for them to turn up again, and we'll make a note of that account. I'm sure James, if he's moderating again, he can look out for that account. Take it as a compliment though, someone's trying to be like you. No, it's not a good thing, because it is misleading. You can go around spreading rumours and all sorts of things. We get it in our business. We've had quite a few different companies around the world try to copy exactly what we're doing, and although it comes across as compliment, it's also pretty bad, because if anyone falls for it and they deliver really poor service, they're going to think it's us. So yeah, it's definitely not a good thing. We got another bouncy landing for you guys. So guys, out of 5, what would you rate that one? I think you probably need to see a replay of that, to be fair, to really judge it properly. But I'm afraid it's probably bouncy as well. Yeah, I think 3 Ruben is pretty fair for that landing. Definitely not as good as the last one. Cool little aircraft though, isn't it? It's quite slopey here, by the way. I think I need to go back a little bit because we missed it from that because of the slope. There we go, let's try again. So that was a good nosedive, wasn't it? Boing. Yeah. Nasty bounce. Very Russian landing. Well, that's the first. No one's ever called my landing Russian. But that can only mean it was hardcore, right? So, I'm just going to take off. I'm going to make it a little bit brighter. Just do a short circuit, and then I'm going to call it a night. I hope you all enjoyed the stream. I enjoyed doing it, that's for sure. It was fun. As James said, if you haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead and subscribe. That way you'll get a notification next time I'm live. And of course, look out for the upcoming collaboration with Q8 Pilot. We've got pretty cool things planned. All will be revealed very soon. So right now we're flying over a town called Cheltenham in England. That you see down there is GCHQ, Government Communications Headquarters. This is Great Britain's equivalent of the Pentagon. If you don't know that, there we go. All sorts of secret stuff happens there, no doubt. So we're flying over my my hometown, guys. This is where I live in the Cotswolds. Beautiful part of Britain. And you can see the cloud shadows in action. Look, if I change the time, you can see the clouds. Yeah, let's make it brighter. Awesome. X-Enviro is just really good. Yeah, it's a funny looking plane, isn't it? Thank you, Tabugan. Again, sorry if I'm Tabugman even. Not at all. Happy to answer any questions you guys have. Any of the tips I share, I'm hoping that you find it useful too. That there in the distance is the city of Gloucester. It's a lot more populated. Thank you, Wayne, but I shouldn't get the credit for this. A lot of clever guys out there made this possible. It's good because this is I'm not sure if you were in stream, Wayne. This is the airport where I'm hoping to do my PPL. I'm contemplating doing it this summer, so this is good practice for me. Very familiar with this area. There's a golf course just off the runway, and you can just about make it out. And when you're landing, you get pretty close to the golfers. It's pretty cool. I need to go and play golf on that course and see how there it really is. For those of you who are living in the UK, I recommend you visit this airport. Just over here where the hangars are, there's a cool museum called Jet Age Museum. They've got pretty cool vintage aircrafts and old World War II aircrafts. And they even got the head of the Vulcan there, so you can actually climb in it and go in the cockpit and see, sit in it. And it's really awesome, really cool. It's all for free as well, so you should check it out sometime if you get the chance to. These are the, yes, they are, you're right actually, these are the updated clouds, so they're not the default X-Enviro clouds. There's again, another clever chap who created, I think it was 4K versions of the X-Enviro clouds, and they look really good. I think that landing was a little bit better, wasn't it? Just do one quick replay and then we're going to call it a night, I think. That's probably too far out. Let's speed it up a little bit. There we go, that'll do. Yes, he did. He did mention about a flight, a video, Hong Kong's video or something like that. That's right, Martin. Ladies' College. Yes, forgot to point that out. Not too bad, was it, guys? So, rate this landing then. I think I can get a higher than a 3. See, I thought yeah, it did bounce a little bit, but there is a slight slope in my defense. Well, there you have it, guys. I think that's all I have time for tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. As I say, I've enjoyed doing it for you guys. So if you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe and like the video. I'll post the link to our Facebook group once more. If you haven't joined, go ahead and join. Looks like quite a few of you've already requested to join, so I'll get you accepted shortly once this stream is over. But yeah, that's all for now, and hope to see you all again soon. And Wayne, I look forward to your next stream. It's been a while. Take care, guys. See you again soon. Bye.